Namaste. I, Sheetal Singh, Assistant Professor in Faculty of Pharmaceutical Science at Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. So now we will study about the root and the principle of administration of drug. So this is the third part of the pharmacology. Now let's start from the root and the principle of administration of drug. Yes. So, route of administration. To be effective, a drug must be present in an active form at the correct site, at the right concentration, for the right duration of time. The formulation of product for each delivery route is vital to ensure the optimal activity and consistent delivery. Thus, choose the right route of administration formulation. Now, the route of administration and the formulation or dosage forms are oral, like tablet, capsule, elixir, syrup, suspension, granule, powder, caplet, and drops. Parenteral, like intradermal, subcutaneous, intramuscular, intravenous, intrathecal, then epidural, spinal, depot. Then sublingual or buccal are tablet and sprays. Then inhalated is aerosol inhaler, dry powder inhaler, nebulizer solution, and spacer are named. Now, the route of administration and the formulation is rectal, pear, suppositories, and enemas. Now, the vaginal are PV, like pessaries, cream, and vaginal tablets are there. Then transdermal, cream, gel, patches, tropical, cream, lotion, gel, nasal spray, shampoo, suppositories, and pessaries are there. Now, the oral route, absorption hampered by food. Drug may be destroyed, for example, insulin. Drug may be absorbed, for example, streptomycin. Then the first pass metabolism. Sublingual route, abundant blood supply, quick effect, no degradation by digestive juices, no first pass metabolism, irritation of muscular membrane. Then the rectal route, rich blood supply, no irritation of GIT, useful in patient who cannot swallow or vomiting, uncooperative patient. We use the rectal route. Then the effect of protein binding on the drug. So the effect of protein binding on the drug is assist oral absorption of a drug, delayed metabolism, metabolic degradation, delayed excretion, dismissed penetration into the CNS. The significant act as reservoir and thereby the prolonged action of drug. Then enter coated tablet. So the entire coating, pills or tablet are coated with the substance which resists the acid juices of the stomach but permit the degradation in intestinal juices to prevent gastric irritation and alteration of drug in stomach to get desired concentration of the drug in small intestine to retain the absorption of the drug. SP preparation, SR, TR, XL, sustained release or time release preparation for oral use. Release the active drug over an extended period of time. Particles of drug converted with coating which dissolve the different time interval. Now the basic pharmacology agendas are classification of drugs, route of administration and drug formulation, absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion, ADME. Then dose regimen and plasma level, package insert information, then scheduled of drug, pharmacodynamic, drug use and ADR, clinical pharmacology. So now let's see the Indian pharmacopoeia, legal issues, storage of various drugs. Indian pharmacopoeia. So in Indian pharmacopoeia, the Central Drug Authorities is based in Nirman Bhavan, New Delhi. It is the body which controlled by the government for manufacturing, sale, import and export of drugs. The drug authorities of state is mostly based on their capital. The central drug authorities formulate the policies and authorities of state follows and implement the policies. Implementation is under the control of drug controller. Advisory agency, it includes Drug Technical Advisory Board, DTAB, and Drug Consultative Committee, DCC. They frames and modify rules regarding drug. Analytical agency, it includes Central Drug Laboratory situated at Kolkata and drug laboratory in respective state. These laboratory tests analysis the sample of drug and the cosmetics. Third one is the executive agency authorities which grant license to various organizations for manufacturing, storing, recapping, selling, importing and exporting drug. Scheduling of medicine. Scheduling based on the potential effect on the body, the molecule and its concentration. Expressed with an S and the number 7 schedule classes. Unscheduled can be sold through any outlet. S2 upward only in the pharmacies. S1 and S2 do not require a prescription. S3 or Schedule 3 upward must be sold with a prescription by a pharmacist or doctor. Schedule 5 upward is highly controlled. Schedule 6 and 7 are kept under lock and key. The prescription cannot be repeated. Schedule 8 and 9 ban the substances. So Schedule 1 is miscellaneous. Then the Schedule 2 is the analgesic, flu prescription, antihistaminic, anticholinergics. Schedule 3 is non-steroidal, anti-inflammatory, and hypertensive topical steroids preparation and anti-diabetic medicine, the pills are there. Schedule 4 is antibiotics, hormone, steroid, anti-inflammatory medicine, and strains. Now, scheduling of drugs. Next is the Schedule 5, like psychotropic drug, for example, antidepressant, sleeping tablet, and tranquilizer. Then Schedule 6 is anoxestic, short-acting barbiturates, and opioid drugs. Schedule 7 are the opioid drugs, and Schedule 8 and Schedule 9 prohibited excipient for the research, for example, heroin, LSD, cannabis, daga. Now, the storage and the maintenance of drug. The drugs which are supplied towards are stored in drug cupboards to provide a uniform supply of drug to the patient. The drugs are stocked in the containers such as boxes and flexible racks and shelves. It must be ensured that the drugs which are stored remain preserved during their storage. There should not be damage due to high temperature or exposure to the sunlight. The drugs are to be stored as per the prescription condition of their storage. Introduction is next in the drug is stored in a drug store to be arranged in such a way that they are easily traceable as when they require. First, according to the pharmacological action. Second, according to the alphabetically. So the drug storage, proper drug storage, storage environment, arrangement of the drug on the shelf, the storeroom, and the dispensary. First is proper drug storage. Drugs are stored in a specially designed secure area or space of a building in order first avoid the contamination or deterioration, avoid the disfiguration of labels, maintain the integrating of packaging, and so guarantees quality and the potential of the drugs during the shelf life. Then prevent or reduce the proliferation, thief or losses, prevent the infestation and of pests and vermin. The storage should not hinder and clearing and should have sufficient space for movement of stock and handling. Products are to be stored in a manner that prevent the damage due to excessive vertical stack higher heights and not to be exceed 8 stack. Store the product as per the product storage condition as per the label to prevent the deterioration of finished product on the storage. Monitor and record the temperature of the storage area on the daily basis. Second is the storage environment. The storage environment should pause the following: adequate temperature, sufficient light, clean condition, humid control, cold storage facility, adequate sizing to ensure integrating of the storage stored drugs. Drug to be stored under the condition that prevents the contamination and as far as possible uh, deterioration. Well closed container. Precautions to be taken in related to the effect of the atmosphere, moisture, heat and light. Protected from the moisture means that the product is to be stored in airtight container. Protected from the light. Protecting from the light, the product is to be stored either in the container made of material that absorb the actinic light sufficiently to protect the content from the change induced by sunlight. Temperature in deep freeze minus 15 degrees Celsius, in refrigerator 2 to minus 8 degrees Celsius, cold or cool 8 to 15 degrees Celsius, then room temperature 15 to 25 degrees Celsius is measured. Now the storage permission. The storage area must be free from the unsanitary condition. Means the rodent must be not there. Birds, insect and litters must be not there. The floor of the warehouse should be made of hard floor, epoxy or cotta and must be in a good state of repair and appearance of all time. The floor are kept clean and free of dust, dirt, spinach, water drain and all. The area must be kept clean and free to reuse. The area used for the storage of IV fluid should have adequate space and prevent exposure to direct sunlight. Secured area availability for damaged, rejected, and expired goods. Ensure adequate pest control program in place and shall be carried out at a minimum frequency of a year. The pest control shall cover treatment for termite, and rodent. Cells should be made of steel or treated wood. Cells should be strong. Drugs are arranged in alphabetic order of generic name. Each dosage form of drug is arranged in the separate and distinct area. Sufficient empty space should demarcate one drug or the doses from the another. Most recently received drugs are placed behind the old stock of the cell except when new drugs have shorted. Expiration date. Always put lid properly on tins, always and to be closed for the day. Put drains in a dry place protected from light and heat. Store liquids on a pallet on the floor or the lowest shelf. The store must be cleaned daily and mopped at least once a week. 4. The storeroom. A well-arranged store enables easy identification of drug and save time when picking a drug from the shelf. This helps remove drug quickly and make for easy inventory control. The rule of first in, first out should be applied always. So drugs that were received first should be used first, except when the new stock has stored expire date than the old stock. In the regard, the principle of first to expire, first out should be applied. To have access to drug with the shortest expiration date first, put these in front of the slaves and cells. Those with the longer expiration date must be placed behind those with a shorter date. So this solve all about the maintenance and the storage of the drug. Hope you will understand this. For any query, you can comment below. Thank you and namaste.